All right, let's go. It's time. You might you might hear some noise in the background, some pops, some little crackles and pops. It's the fire pit running because it's quite cold today, so I had to get a fire going just before starting the live stream. Hopefully, it will stay warm all during the live streaming time. So yes, today new update. Hey, Rykodex. So well, I reckon that you didn't miss this one. So yeah, what's up, Cider? Hello, guys. Yeah, it's a nice. Today's a nice day. I think. Well, yeah. Today is definitely a nice day. I was ready this time. Yeah, you were. Yeah, because you missed it last time, but it happens. Um, yeah, today's a nice day. I just bought an engine. Well, not the full engine, but some parts of engine parts for my snowmobile, which is so it's great. And the guy was super nice. That the guy that I bought the engine from was super nice, and he actually I had a lot worth for my money, so there's that. And then there's Pigments 4 that just is just out. That's nice. And there's also Acoustica Audio. They released also a new plugin, so I don't know what's in the air today, but I like it. It's Acoustica Ash. It's yeah, it's a new plug. It's a clipper. I need to check this one, but I felt more today. I felt more like sound design than mixing and mastering. So yeah, there's that also that just came out, but yeah, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. The Acoustica. Acoustica stuff is great, and a Clipper. I'm a big fan of Clipper. I use them a lot. I prefer to get my loudness by using Clippers. Rakidex, what presets are you going to make? Well, I don't know. I usually, well, I have an idea, but whenever I do these types of preset streams, I don't have like well, I have some sort of idea of what I want to do, but also I'm gonna explore, the new features. There's a lot of new stuff. Well, okay, first, I did check a bit what's new. So first, let's check. There's a new team. You guys tell me what you think. Personally, I'm not a big fan, but this is the light team. Well, this will be the light team. By the way, cheers everyone. It's a nice beer, Belgian Moon. Hopefully everybody sees Belgian Moon. Uh, so that's that light team. Um, it's reminds me of Massive X. Is that Pigments 1? That's Pigments 4. We're at 4 now. Pigments 4. The last update was through 3.5. Now it's 4. So this is the light team, and if you're a Pigments user, you might also notice that the global dark team, the usual, it's different. They made some GUI changes. Is it the upgrade for free, or is it paid version? Well, it's if you own it, it's free for if you already have Pigments, but the upgrade is you need to have Pigments, but if you have it, it's free. Also, well, if you don't have Pigments, I strongly suggest that you, well, it's on Splice. um so you can do like a rent to own. So check out on Splice, you can rent to own it. Personally, I think it's a great synth. I use it. I That's why also I made a lot of preset packs for it, and I plan to do more. So yeah. Johan, do you have Pigments? Okay. So yeah, let's. So I showed you the team, Record X. It takes a little CPU because it's quality synth with many cool pads and sequences. Yeah, it takes CPU indeed. Yeah, it's quality, but that's why I like to have heavy synths like this that, heavy on CPU. But so I work with I separate my projects in different layers. Um, I'll just show you for example. Because I strongly, yeah, for all my students, I strongly recommend that way of working. But for example, this is the folder for Appel's Vid Remix, which is that I actually streamed creating this one. But yeah, I have like I have a core project, and also I've had two and had one, which are projects that I add. So I in order to it like um takes out some CPU pressure on the main project. So I will render like the track, just export the track, and then work it in another project. No, yeah, it's a good synth. Yeah, and like I said, it's available on rent to own also, but also it's just nice to look around and see how it sounds and everything. um so yeah, first, aside from the GUI, well, the GUI is really cool. Now you can see that, let's say I assign that, there's this well, where is it? There's supposed to be some kind of wheel. Where? Well, there's, yeah, it was an is it the macro thing? I'm a bit confused because there was that the last one I tried there. Yeah, there's some. Hmm, I'm confused. Oh, okay, here. So you have that. So it seems that it doesn't appear on the. It appears. Okay, so you can like, it's like a vitalish thing, but it doesn't seem to appear on first. But yeah, but like when you want to like see after, you can see it appear. It reminds me of, well, like, Vital and Face Plant, so that's cool. But also you can see that the GUI is, to me, the GUI feels better on the eyes. It's better looking. It's also softer on the eyes, I would say. Rakodex says, can you use it for bass though? Yeah, you can. it- for example, I'm gonna go here, my sound banks. So side transfusion for Vital, it's a bank available on Fractal Sounds. And if we go on type, there's basses for Psytrance. There's nice basses. It's pretty cool. It's not my like, let's say we talk specifically about Psytrance basses. It's not my favorite synth for basses, but it's definitely a one I like. There's some really cool basses in there. Um, so yeah, you can do some basses definitely. Um, I feel like doing techno again today, or do I? Yeah, I feel like doing techno, and also I think I'm gonna do like presets as I go, and it's gonna be like I like to do that whenever I do work on some new synths. By the way, this is FL Studio 21 also. Um, is it good for bass? Yeah, it's good for basses. I like, and actually have a track called Auto Portrait, and the bass is Pigments bass. So yeah, it's good. It's good. I maybe I should do more bases in Pigments, but yeah, it's good for bass. Definitely, it passes the test. I have learned though, bass layer, my bass, you can do cool rolling ones with delay and quality click. It makes it 100 times better. Yeah, you talk rolling bass, Saturns bass. Yeah, yeah, it's a nice technique, the layering technique with the layering the click. So I guess you have like a core base, and then you have a click. You have multiple layers, like the foundation, then the click, and then some like rolling things. I guess. So I have a yeah fresh presets. I did check a bit. There's this that MS20 filter, which is it's really gorgeous. I think it's my favorite so far inside Pigments because it sounds really warm and creamy. Um, I'm gonna import a folder though. I um I want I want the prophecy analog style wavetables. Ah, crap. Why is it import file? No, there there I know there's a way some users you should want it's like the bank doesn't import the subfolders very well, sadly. um let's check out the Pigments 4 wavetables just for fun, and after that I'm gonna import mine. By the way, a really good way to like check for if you want to quickly check for wavetables, we're gonna wait, is there yeah, okay, there's now, because before you could do like you click and then you assign, but now there's new drag and drop. Nice. And just gonna go right here and make this is LFO2. I'm gonna make it unipolar. Okay, now it's huh hmm free running. Yeah, I really like the new GUI, smooth, better. So yeah, if you want to preview wavetables, that's a good way. We're gonna just cycle through. Racodex, yeah, I do it with Serum, and I have sub bass and then copy the same bass and cut down the bass, compress it and stuff. Like, so freaking cool. Makes it more stand. Yeah, yeah, it's true. If it's I know I listen to your music, and it's like more progressive. It's like progressive psychedelic trance. It's good. If for somebody who does full on, it's harder to really nail like a proper layering like this. Um, but yeah, for prog, yeah, it's very cool. It's nice. It's a good technique. I'm sure this one can make a really good psytrance preset. Let's check it out. Yeah, I was. Yeah, let's check out the first one because I was kind of low path here. My bad. So my guess is you can actually see these are named Cold Fire Screen, Cold Fire Squish. So I don't know if you guys have the disc Arturia disc Cold Fire, but I'm pretty sure these wavetables are possibly made by driving distortion through it, and then somebody like possibly the engineer um like recorded the sweep inside it. That's a technique I use to create some wavetables with distortion. Racodex, yeah, and there's thousand of techniques when it comes to layering the stuff, but I think it's cool to have your own things. Yeah, yeah, indeed, it's great to have your own, definitely. Cricket, screech. Yeah, I wanted to create a no, not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, let's create something out of this. Okay, so what's actually cool? So right now there's an LFO right on it, but instead I'm gonna get a function, and that's what I'm gonna use to like really shape the way the preset goes through the waveform. Okay, so one thing I really like about so yeah, that's the mid side. That's the MS does not stand for mid side. Sorry, I'm just so used to it. Actually, MS20, it's it's the filter like MS20 synth. That's definitely what it stands for, MS20. But I'm just so used to like MS saying mid side. So it's a Korg synth. Uh, So MS20 probably really very similar. Like this, the filter is in this style. That's what it wants to emulate. So this one's really cool. Yeah, cool robotic wobble. What's it's not my for bass is gonna be good. For techno is gonna be good. Um, for psytrance, it's not like a low pass like this. Not necessarily my uh thing of choice. But since today I want to demonstrate the new stuff, let's go. Gonna get a multi-band here, and what I wanted to actually demonstrate is there's a bit of when the filter sweeps, it causes some resonance. What's really cool about oh yeah, there's a new GUI also for that, so you can get like just a nice parametric EQ and kill that resonance spot on like just kill that resonance spot on spot. So cheers everyone. Okay, let's do that. So I'm gonna use function 2 for, I'm probably gonna get two filters anyway, but function 2 is going to be 2 on 1. So yeah, it's going to be controlling the filter. Also that's super subtle stuff, but I just want to, there's this knock at the beginning. I want this to be a bit smoother at the beginning. Nice, I like it so far. Could be like, yes, sigh, but also like almost like a dubstep or just like bass music thing, but we'll make it very like psytrance and psychedelic. Um, Also, that is new. This window, I think it's pretty cool. It's like some sort of it's like some sort of, I don't know if there's anyone that has the access virus here, but on the access virus there's like a front panel which is like some sort of quick access. Um, let me see. Access. If I can show you, I could just take the camera here, but Access Virus TI front, maybe. Uh, okay, so on the virus, the Access virus, there's actually I'm looking for the desk. Snow. That's the one I have. Okay, so on the snow, amazing synth by the way, really amazing synth. So on the snow, there's like this value one, value two, value three, which is like it's like the easy access. It's like easy access of the patch, which I really like. And so it's to me, it looks like the play here is also that you have like a good quick preset overview like of what's going on, and also because of the color coding, I know that these represent and you know they represent functions. So I have a nice view of it's cool. It's very cool. Um, it's not necessarily like super needed, but it's cool. It's fun. Rakidex, and watch your stream on Facebook with your producer friends. That's nice of you guys. Listen and take your time, even if it's a bad song and you get a headache. You guys up with a loot. Yeah, but well, I'm glad you enjoy. But you know, in the end, you have to like be aware that our tastes are not. We're not gods. Like our tastes are just like you know we have we can help, but maybe it doesn't mean if we don't like it that the song is bad or the track is bad. The only thing we can say that is good or bad for sure are more like production aspect, which are more important. So let's move on inside this preset, shall we? So this one ends up sort of a synth slash zappy ish. Okay, so one thing I want to demonstrate is there a new effect. So far these are not new, but this one is new. Gotcha. It's the super unison. Okay, so also that sounds cool. Very unison-y. Maybe we'll try. I want to do like a trans super saw. Sorry, I want to do like a trans super saw preset after, especially with these super unison kind of thing. Um, but one thing that is really cool is as if you look at the CPU, usually like the unison thing, and whenever you're multiplying the voices, it can take a lot of tax a lot your CPU, but in this case it does not so much. So that's really cool. So super unison, that's new, sounds really good. I'm gonna keep it on a preset. Sounds pretty dope, doesn't it? And just like with the MS filter, so there's that, and there's a low pass, high pass 6, and a low pass 12. Johan Ivanovsky, where can I contact you about personal coaching for Cytrons inside FL21? Need some help about producing baseline. I would say best is Instagram. We'll post my Instagram. there's multiple places, but the best is here. It's gonna be you can send me a message and we'll take it from there. And it's gonna be a pleasure to help you. There's I have a lot of students that have a lot of success lately, so that's good. There's a couple of them that signed their music, and yeah, we'll, I'll help you. It's gonna be a pleasure. Um, yeah, well, we'll talk more about it. You can reach me here, and we can talk about that. Sorry. Um, yeah. Cheers. Speak soon. Um, so, mm, just gonna take a moment of appreciation for that beer. So good. Cheers, everyone. Let me know where everybody's from. I always like that part. It's like I discover internet like every day is like I'm like always amazed that we can just like talk to each other and be in our own places. So yeah, this preset is getting more psychedelic, and that's obviously delay is one way to do it. Now, still in the idea to demonstrate more of the new stuff from Pigments 4. There's also obviously some new presets, but I'm not necessarily going to focus on that. More going to focus on the sound design aspects. Besides, I'm thinking about it as well, but I have to manage budget stuff before I dive in. Yeah, I understand totally. You know, whenever you're ready, but it's also depends. It's really built on. I don't know if you check the pricing, but it's really built on like so students can sustain for a longer period of time, and even like the mixing and like the mastering and mixing services are like that as well. um but I get that budget is like we need to I don't worry, I get you, and whenever you're ready. And yeah. Iwanowski, originally born in Macedonia, man. That's nice. But I live and work in Austria, Vienna. Man, that's so cool. This is definitely a place, like a part of the world that I would like to explore more. Sounds really dope. If you delay the basses, it can give a wideness and a complete new bass sound. Yeah, yeah, this yeah, for sure. Well, not necessarily in this preset, but Rakadex, what you say is, it's true. We can we you can do that. It's but I know you know what you're doing, but for some people sometimes it's you need to properly EQ the top layer of the bass. But yeah, we can maybe do a similar bass of which you're speaking. Okay, I want to show the shimmer new effect. So it sounds like usually shimmer. It's like a very crystalline reverb. So let's hear what it does. And in this one, they added also their famous pitch shifting algorithm. Okay, and it's like by default, it's like on 12 semitone. Okay, but I also really like it on, because sometimes you can really hear the algorithm work. Oh, sorry, yeah, I was muted. But anyway, just talking about the now it was at the 12 semitone. We're gonna put it at 24 semitone, and we can but yeah, just wanted to say that there's this pitch shifting aspect to it that you need to be aware, but it's cool. Let's try it at 24 semitone. Yeah, now I don't know if you hear, but we definitely hear the pitch shifting aspect more. It's definitely more present. Um, but I would also tend to use it just on without any pitch shifting also. I'm just trying some things, trying to like down it with the down the pitch shift and see how it acts. Does it has only 3 slots for FX? No, it does not. It has 6 in total. And there's also a send channel or auxiliary channel. So you kind of have like 6 plus 3-ish effects. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And what I really like about it, and I just wish like I just wish Vital would do that. It's like you can put more of like, let's say it's not like predefined effect slot. I can okay, so let's have some fun. I'm just gonna save this preset because it's dope. Let's face it. It's just sometimes that I don't like it because I have to be very precise whenever I just want to save stuff. Okay, give me just a moment. This is probably going to be the first preset of Psytrance Fusion 2, the volume 2. So this is going to be, yeah, never mind, keys, whatever, classic synths. So it's going to be Fractal Sounds, Psytrance Fusion volume, okay, Psytrance Fusion 2. There, if you want to check out Psytrance Fusion volume 1, it's on Fractal Sounds. And it's like whatever, synth whip. But I want to save that. Okay, so for example, because we're still talking about the effects from Vital, sorry, from Pigments, but I was comparing it to Vital because I just wish we could do that in Vital. So let's see here. We have one multi-band, but I can just put another multi-band and another multi-band. And you would ask why? Well, we can hear. It's just, it's just an example for like you can affect the sound in many ways. Um, and there's these kind of like stuff that you couldn't necessarily do in other synths like Vital, or even these days I'm working on a Spire bank. Spire is awesome. It sounds thick, it's good, but you cannot do that actually in at this moment in Spire. So there's just a lot of cool stuff like creatively you can do, and that's some stuff I do also in Faceplan. And just give me a second. I cannot do two things at once. So yeah, this is just like super, like multiple super unison. Let's see how it sounds. But you know, it's just an example of how creative you can be. So that's what's really cool. That the fact that you just, you know, it's a semi modular in some ways. Also just the freaking parametric EQ also that is more than decent. You know, again, in for if we compare it to Vital, for example, the EQ is pretty weak inside you know, inside Vital. So with that, I can really, like, if my sounds, if my preset are still have some EQing problems when I'm done, it's because I would suck, you know, I would just be bad. But you know, I think the presets I make are fairly decent, but it's like, but the point is that you have all the EQing tools right inside Pigments, you know. So yeah, that was to talk about more. So you can route different oscillators to FX A and FX B. That is correct, if I remember. So filter routing, so filter 1, filter 2, send level. Just, yeah, give me a second. I don't do, can we insert B parallel A? I think, I don't know if you can only send one oscillator to volume filter mix. Uh, uh, I'm not sure. You can definitely for filters. So let's say I can, with the filter mix, you can route this could be only on here, and you can but the thing is, like, from that from the filter output, because you know sound goes oscillator, filters, and then effects. I So you can split. Okay, you can. So because if you split it like this, it means everything that is a signal from oscillator, or, well, I say oscillator but could be generator one because there's samples and harmonic. It could be, it's only going to be an FXA, so you can have like fully parallel circuitry, like fully parallel circuitry. Yes, you can. Okay. And there's also some weird, well, not weird, it's not weird at all, but what I mean is, like, there's different summing possibilities that you can have. Record X, it's hard when producer make new sounds and stuff. I think it's part of the job and it's going to be difficult. Well, it's not really true, because the thing is, like, truly, there are some producers that are touring right now. You know, by touring, I mean, like, they're playing actively in many festivals in many countries, and they could not make presets, and that's not necessarily a problem per se. So you know, it's not. Uh, it's like martial arts in some ways. The way I see it, it's like, the more, let's say you're an MMA fighter, you know, a UFC fighter. It's like, I guess, the more martial arts that you master, the better of a fighter you go. So for a producer, it's like this. It's more like, the more synths that you can master, the more sound design techniques, for sure your sound is going to, be better, and more interesting too. But you know, there's some artists that all they want is to, they want to sound like anything that is currently cool at the moment. So that's not necessarily, yeah, I don't want to necessarily say it's bad, but uh depends. You just, at some point when you spend time in the music industry, you kind of realize that it's not everybody's goal is the same. You know, there's some people who just want to be able to raise their hands in the front of a crowd, and you know, some other people that they don't want to play. There's some other people that just, you know, they're looking to be creative. So everybody has different goals. So, but my point is, like, you can be a good producer, and still not, like, make necessarily presets or whatever. Cider, nice, but when they gave only 3 slots per bank, when there are so many effects, yeah, that's I guess that's a good question. um yeah, but they have a lot, but in the end, if we compare to Vital, you know, if we compare to Vital, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have as many effects slots available. Uh, because if you count it and you activate the auxiliary, you have as many as vital, but you can basically put what you want. But yeah, I also, but I agree with you. But at this point, if you really want fully modular stuff, go with faceplant. At this point, I can put like, you can build just a freaking whole ecosystem just inside one instance of of faceplant. One preset of faceplant. But yeah, so far I'm happy. And this takes pigments to a new level. I see. I feel there's some people just came in. So yeah, this is pigments 4, just came out today. There's some new features. There's the play is basically overview kind of window of the current preset. There's one new filter. From what I understand, there's one new filter. It's the MS20. It's emulating this the MS20 Korg filter. Arturia has one. They have a filter. And also, we did a look at Super Unison, which is a new effect. Really cool. The really cool stuff about Super Unison is it's pretty low CPU for a Super Unison, which is very great. And doesn't sound like a Wish version of a Super Unison, in the sense that even though it's low in CPU, it sounds good quality. Um, and there's also a new effect. There's Shimmer, which is also a new uh, it's a new reverb. It's like a shimmery reverb with a pitch shifting algorithm. Record, I think when you have a well produced preset, it already good quality if with it. So you when you mix it doesn't require much. Mostly, yeah, that's kind of the idea. But uh, there's there's depends actually, because in there's also other synths. Let's say, again, that's what I really like about pigments, is that you can really get some mastered sounds almost out of it. But let's say the bank, there's a DS Torn, which is an amazing synth. But DS Torn, it's super glassy and aggressive. But that's what's really nice about this synth. But again, if you look at the EQ, like, that's the EQ. You can't even move the Q. You have like a gain and frequency. So that's super hard inside, like, to get something out of Torn that is like fully quote unquote mastered, and just that doesn't have any resonance. And as well, when you're gonna move the preset, if you fiddle it a bit, it's gonna cause some resonance, and that's okay. That's normal. So you have to like to know how to post EQ and mix and master anyway. So okay, so if you want to see a specific preset inside Pigments 4 right now, write it in the comment. I'm gonna make it now. I'm gonna boot a new preset. There's something I really wanted to try. I want to what's that? Reset. I want to import some wavetables from my wavetables. I want some prophecy analog style wavetables. Let's go with virology. And man, it's if anybody know how to properly maybe I've always had this problem inside Pigments. I want to import like a full folder. Maybe it's not placed properly. Okay, so virology saws. Now I have these saws. It's like I have to like open very precisely. It's like it doesn't see the subfolders. Anyway, these are some really nice saw wavetable. I want to make just a lead that sounds really analogish. Record, I think when you compress the sound with low cut and a bus compressor, it's going to be good, or I have a completely wrong. Well, it's not a black or white answer. I think, yeah, it's more complex than just that. But yeah, those are good things to do so far. But it's so needs more context. But I guess, yeah, I have an idea. You can make a cool harp with a nice melody like jungle like. Okay, I'll try. Let's, yeah, let's make an ARP then. Oh, by the way, these are wavetables from the virus. Oh, this sounds fat. Sounds really good. Sounds thick. Okay, so yeah, sounds thick. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mute myself. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds thick. Uh, can I put another layer? Yeah, these are wavetables from the virology folder. We're currently working with it's like aftermarket wavetables. So we're currently working with the Prophecy analog style wavetables. There's bunch of folders. There are saw waves, square waves. We're currently inside this folder, the virology wavetable. But yeah, it's the unison sounds good. Everything sounds thick. Also the multi-band really bring it to life. Let's try the shimmer just for fun. So the more it goes, the more I like that page, the play page, because you can see that it's really well thought. You know, you have pretty much, and okay, so that's the amp, and yeah, it's like you have everything you need to access quickly. And I'm guessing also it's called play because if someone is like using Pigments on stage, I'm guessing it's really good to have access to these, you know. Yeah, let's see, is it mappable? I'm sure it's going to be mappable. Is it FX dry wet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if someone has like Arturia Keylab, which I don't, I have the Micro Freak right here. Sorry, Micro Freak right here, but I don't have like a Keylab or anything. How do you going the gate and note it? Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to go another direction, but let's see. You'll see for the harp. Yeah, I just really wanted to check. So, if we're going to, yeah, we're going to go. Okay, I want to try drag and drop. I'm gonna do some kind of plucky art. Okay, a little trick right here, and it works not just only in pigments. I think this has too much base in it, though that's possible. I would say there's also just too much distortion. So we're kind of losing the punch, but we still want the crunch. We don't want to lose the punch, but we want the crunch. But the trick is you're gonna get an envelope. I can possibly use the same as the and filter envelope, which is envelope 2 in this case. So you can see that instead of having the dry wet all the way up, you can hear that kind of it's just too much distortion. But if you assign the that envelope here, that dry wet is gonna go punch in and out quickly as the harp goes, and then you can have some crunchy stuff, but not too overpower. It's not gonna overpower too much stuff. Nice, nice, nice. It needs more delay. And I think I'm gonna get the shimmer more like down in the chain. Tape echo, but I think delay might work better. I would want some like Tamba jungle plug. Okay, well, I just like that type of sound. I'll get done with it, and then I'll Tamba jungle. It's like yeah, like yeah. I need an example, but yeah, for the bass, you can there's a high pass right inside the shimmer, but basically you can always parametric EQ. I tend to leave those frequency most of shelf. Is it shelf? But yeah, you can clean it right like that. Oh, but better. You know what? Better if you really want to clean stuff. What is so cool is that you take the multi filter and you just get a high pass here. That should give you a very like and you can even have a slope like this. You can put it at the very end. So you can clean it again. Really cool stuff. It's like you can EQ so many stuff with you can really get some good results. Okay, so I'm gonna just save that as maybe some kind of whatever inside side transfusion 2 default harpy harpu. Okay, so you say Tamba jungle pluck. Okay. I don't know what a tamba is, but let's try jungle. A lot more like kalimba stuff. Yeah, but usually more like a bubble soft jungle art. Yeah, that's a good challenge you're asking. But so far, whenever I'm doing I work on the art, I start with I do it with a sine wave, and I get like the art pattern I want. I would say if we go oh, random probability thing. Oh, Saito, you didn't know about that? The random probabilities thing is, yeah, it's super easy to get something good. You get that, yeah. So you just go apply, then you can, or you could also regen, and you could also like, I think I could like from there. So it's apply, reset. Okay, it does reset, but you could like do it even on top of the regen so yeah, you can have like, it's just I bought a special plugin for that. Yeah, yeah. It's and you know what, you can also send the MIDI out of Pigments into another synth for that, so you can literally use this one as a MIDI generator. Okay, so for kalimba stuff, well, not sure about the pattern anymore, but okay, Ron, I'll just focus on the sound because right now it's also because it's like that E piano, but drums and percussions, drum bells and mallet. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of like, it's a bit hard to really sequence the art like I want it right now. Gotta get rid of some higher frequency. Uh, let's see if we can get like a better marimba, or just like maybe enhance it. it gets me to Amazon. Yeah, I guess, I swear to God. Uh, yeah. So that's yeah. There's some really cool built-in sound in the sound engine, and I guess the idea would be to maybe layer another. Sorry, that's like stop it. Layer another with the engine too. That sound, yeah, it's thanks, but yeah, also it's like instead of just having to like really recreate it with synthesis, there's already some good quality stuff in there. Um, so let's I would in order to get something a bit richer, we can get another marimba layer. And if you really want to go jungle style, you can go in the utility engine. You go noise one, and there's some jungle stuff. So you go creative atmos. Down. I think they had it. Is it natural? Hey, LA Winter, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while. It's nice to see you there. Are you a Pigments user? So yeah, Rikodex. They sound. It sounds cool. It's almost like something I would have in the bank I have, which is shamanic voices. Actually, I'll show you. But I did I'm having trouble figuring out what is new besides the theme. Yeah, I'll show you. Um, so that's like Marine Bro. I guess I'll call it like this. Well, there's the GUI. Yeah. Okay. So to be fair, it sounds like there's less. I would say the step is a like less of a difference. The Pigments had like more major updates than this one. Yes, I have not done much patch making though, as I'm reading to Faceplant. Yeah, I'm reading to Faceplant too. Um, Faceplant. My go-to synths right now are like Faceplant, Pigments, and DS Torn. I really enjoy DS Torn. I also just got M Sound Factory. Nice, nice. Faceplant is a sampler, like a sampler, than just have a limiter. No, Faceplant. Whew, Faceplant. If you feel this is an adventure, Faceplant is it's the best tool right now in my opinion. Mm, but Pigments is really good too. They have a really cool granular synthesis. And yeah, and that's actually what I wanted to show. But yeah, so to answer Ale Winter's question, um, there's also the play function, which is kind of a nice summary of the patch of the preset going on right now. And there's a new effect called shimmer, which is some kind of it's like Okay, so shimmer, if there's like, there's like the pitch shift delay. Shimmer is like the pitch shift echo, sort of. Pitch shift, sorry, not echo, pitch shift reverb. And I think Spire is best for effects though. Spire is it's good, but it's a bit like uh it's it's for FX. I don't I prefer to have faceplant for FX, or even Pigments too. Is the sampler updated? I feel like that is more advanced now. So far to me, it was like this in 3.5. In faceplant, it's hard to make high quality effects. In Pigments, the effects are really good. um I think, okay, so well, that's a long discussion, but I think, I worked a lot in faceplant, and I work for I have a preset pack I did 4 kilohertz, and it's actually it's hard maybe, but the things you can do. But there, I'm gonna show you some stuff that I also really like in Pigments, FX wise. Let's say we're talking about FX, okay? So I'm just give me 1 second, okay? Just because this is FL Studio 21 and I have not routed all my stuff yet, okay? So I'm just gonna go and grab one fractal sound pack, because it's good to create effects with. Um, give me 1 second, and we're gonna discuss about that. So I want final version. Okay, I have micro packs, sludge grids, and okay, cool. Now I have this pack from Fractal Sounds. It's called Sludge, Grids, and Synths. Basically, what this is these are loops like this. Well, there's all the stuff, but it's all like sludgy loops. Actually, if I go swamp loops, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so the reason these are very cool, but they also make a really good source if you want to make some effects inside Pigments. Because what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna do some riser. Do you make your kick in Kick 2? I hate it is so freaking hard to make good sidetrans. Yeah. Okay. So, so far the sidetrans kicks I use are the Camphor kicks, because they are the guy from Protonica did it, and they are amazing. Um, like in a totally humble answer, so far I don't think I can make better kicks than him. Is an amazing sound designer from Protonica, so that's why it's like also I don't have anything better to offer, so I don't have. That's why I didn't make any. That's why I didn't make any kick side trends kicks bank yet, but I am pretty good at the side tech kicks. So for psychedelic techno, that's why I made a bank, and I did these inside. I make these inside Kick 2. Yeah. So, but Kick 2. That's what, like I said, for my tracks, like the Black Marvin tracks, I use the Camphor kicks. They're just too good. But for all my techno material, I use this, and that's why I created this. And I'm gonna release also, yeah, Protonica. They are beast. It's a duo. There's a Pete Camphor, and I sadly can't recall the name of the second guy, but it's a duo. They're really good. So yeah, hopefully that sort of answers the question. I'm also making a lot of Spire is good. Not okay. So all this because of the discussion. I wanted to demonstrate effects inside Pigments. So I have this loop, right? Okay, so that's how this sounds, and we're gonna make a riser out of this. So it's already really cool, but we're not gonna use it as is. So we're gonna engage the granular, and then we're gonna make with the grains we can make something sustained. So, well, man, we can make so many things. We can make, like, of course, we're gonna make a riser, but I could also make some kind of dark soundscape like this. I just need to make some grains that are going to be a bit more smooth. So usually trapezoid, possibly, and oh my god, I don't know if you hear what it like. That's some really good demonstration of the shimmer reverb right now, because it adds some kind of pitch shifted up layer that in the reverb that it's really cool. So if we were going for a dark soundscape, we would need to do something along those lines of just make that move. I wish they made LA Winter says, I wish they made Pigments FX VST so we could use yeah, that could be cool. But when you really think about it, you really think about LA Winter, if you want the distortion, what you can have is, and that's like really well thought by Arturia, but that's like the distortion module extended. That's Arturia Disc Cold Fire. There's a lot of stuff. There's even the like a transformer distortion, which I think is really cool. Cider, okay, cool. Keep going, brother. So there's that, and there's, if you want the filters, there's some, Arturia filters. Yeah. So that's kind of partially the answer, but I feel you. What it would be really cool to have like a bit like Serum did with the effects. So you could have like Pigments effects, sort of. That could be nice. But yeah, there's the point, as I think, and delay. The Arturia, they also have a delay which I don't own, but they have a delay with I guess I think it's 3 delays inside them. But that's I think why we're not gonna see. Um, it's not gonna happen that way. Oh, there's a lot of going on. So, what have you done with the beautiful art you just made? Now it's a gold. Oh, I saved it. Don't worry. I saved the preset. I saved it. It's called Marine Bro. Don't worry. It's here. Now it's here. But I wanted to do something else. I want to do an FX and a riser. I wanted to demonstrate how good Pigments is for FX. Platter, same here. I feel I can improve new Gauss style on the next level, but need some help for back Marvin about resampling baseline into audio. Yeah, it's gonna be a pleasure. We're gonna check that out. And yeah, I think Goa can get a new fresh twist. That could be cool. I like the spirit of Goa so far. Let's slow that. So I'm not on the good. So function 1. It's so we're moving through the sample right now. So it's more for a dark soundscape. Now I'm gonna just demonstrate the effects, the riser that I wanted to say, and show you. I can even make some kind of that I shown that on my community of students actually almost a year ago, but still, I can demonstrate it here. So like we have the proper granular setup. Okay, this one's gonna be a tonal one, and we're not gonna have any distortion. I'm gonna take the. Okay, I want a high pass filter so I can move up. Actually, and you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna make the macro one here. Okay, so I can have control over the filtering process. Yeah, but actually that's a really easy way to do it. But if you want to have a filter, uh, so if you want a more colorful filter in some ways, you can go here, get multi filter, and then we can switch to high pass, and we're gonna get this now. The idea is to get the macro one right here, so now I can control the filtering process. So Cider, I searched hard for Gara presets and found zero. Just wanted to learn from them, but all presets are just for Psy and especially for Goa. Yeah, but I'm currently working on a Spire bank. It's not necessarily for Goa, but I keep getting that sound like Goa comments from people and feedback. So but yeah, maybe I'll work on something that is purely Goa. That could be nice. Uh, yeah. So sorry. Now I need to use the filter because that's like one of the downsides of granular synthesis like this. So it can produce sometimes harsh sounds, but that's one of the strength of Pigments is that we can EQ it right away. So yeah, you can create your own sweeps. Now we have one on the that was on the sorry the filter, and now I have so macro one is now is high pass. So we can like remember that, and that would be pitch. So you can is the multiplicator new now? No, it's not new. The new stuff is shimmer and super unison. Super unison, yeah, it's new. Maybe we can actually put one in there. It's not. It's gonna sound, of course, more obvious on tonal stuff. Yeah, it does not sound so good on noise, but yeah, I wanted to do after that. I'm gonna do a super saw. I want to do a trance super saw stuff because I like it. Now just want to demonstrate the pitch thing. Yeah, it's cool, but truly, it's not the biggest update. But I feel like I'm kind of a bit. I feel like I sound like entitled a bit because like it's still a free update for users and it's really cool, but it's I think we've been a bit maybe we've been used to bigger updates, but it's still cool. I guess, have you seen the light team? I showed this in the very beginning of the stream, but please tell me the string is long because I'm so comfortable here. Oh, that's nice. Well, I guess I still have another beer, so possibly at least 45 more minutes, I guess. But we'll see. I'm having a lot of fun too, so it's not ending very soon. So don't worry about that. Yeah, that's the light team, which personally I don't. It's cool, but maybe I'll get uh maybe I'll get used to it eventually. But it's cool. I like appreciate. Um, but I think I prefer the classic, the dark one. LA Winter, it does not feel like a full number update. It feels more like a dot. That is true. Yeah, it feels more like a dot update. So, but you know what? Maybe they were like very too taken up maybe with the mini freak and stuff. Sorry, it's still cool, still cool. I just want to see. I just want to check out the my pitch shift here. So yeah, that's how you can do like a riser inside Pigments. Well, there's one of many ways. So you can like load it in your track. I feel like it matches Ableton Steam. Actually, it reminds me. Yeah, it reminds me. Massive X. It's almost like it reminds me Massive X a lot. Oh, the cat just sneezed. Look at this. It's like, uh, oh, come on. I just want to see the interface, but it does look a lot like Massive X. Maybe it's even like on purpose in some ways to sort of, I don't know, troll, or maybe not at all. But I don't know about you guys, but for me, Massive X just went like it just it it passed under my radar fully, and I don't think it's coming back really for me. Anyway, are you crazy, son? No, I think I really get what he means by for the Ableton team, but also I don't know. It does look my yes. It looks like Massive X for sure. Yeah, it's okay. Cats are active. So what's really cool with some stuff when you're set up like this, um, and you have your riser right inside Pigments. I just want to get that long note stretch. Is you can have something really custom in your tracks. You can control the pitch and the filtering. Yeah, so sometimes what people sometimes struggle with is that they want like a riser that is longer than usual, so you can make it like this. One company that I super slept on is Tone Booster. Their stuff is great and not expensive. Yeah, actually, maybe I should check out Tone Booster. Oh, you have cats, the best animal. I just love you more and more. Yeah, thanks. So it's cats are great, but yeah, there's one that wakes us up at night. I like him, but I like him better when he lets me sleep. Uh, yeah, so that's the riser. Because all this because of the chat discussion about the effects thing. Um, no, I just what I wanted to again demonstrate. This is not new, but we were kind of talking about the possibilities of Pigments, but there's this bank shamanic voices that I did. So with the granular synthesis, you can make some really, 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 really cool stuff. So anyway, that's one of the strength of Pigments, also to be able to do that. That's not Pigments 4 necessarily, but you're making a whole preset pack, brother. Just a machine making stuff and stuff. Yeah, thanks for the kind words, man. Thanks for the kind. I'm working on another one, but yeah, this one is out. It's out. It's available. It's shamanic voices right here. So maybe I think I'll start yeah, I want to do that trend super saw like right now. I want to. That's another thing I wanted to test. So am I back on the default preset now? Okay, let's get something going. Okay, so I want to do. Uh, do you know the track? The Mark Sherry remix of Marcus Scholl's track. Remember this? I think I'm not really not sure about the root note, but there's a nice super sub pattern inside this track. It goes daba daba dam, bam bam, um, and I wanna see if I can recreate that. Can you make the Aus Chaos Super Saw in Pigments? Is it possible? If I can, Aus, well, I guess if I can go and get the original sound to listen to it, I guess I could try to recreate it. Wavetable, I saw. So let's get the nice saw wavetable. So now it's a better moment to actually demonstrate the super unison. I starts to sound good. Sorry, just joking on. I don't know actually. Um. Oh, is there unison right now? Okay, there's no voice. There's only one voice. Sorry, sorry, he's a producer and he makes Crease Super Saw Patch in Serum with Chaos Mode. Yeah, there's a random modulator, so we can check that maybe. But yeah, I'm really. You can go and open a window and listen to the Mark Sherry remix of the Mark Crystal's track. Remember this. So what's really cool about this? So since these are wavetables from the prophecy, uh, I'm digging in the virology wavetables right now, which is, if you read in between the lines, they are from the virus TI. I sampled the wavetables myself, so I'm basically running a wavetable from the virus here. So now it sounds really thick, and yeah, that you can hear that the super unison sounds really good in my opinion, and we can get lots of voices. Let's try to get even more voices and possibly a second engine. Yeah, it's not exactly it, but it sounds dope. Sounds like a nice super saw. I guess we would need to have so. I don't want to play the track because I don't want to get copyright strikes, but I really like this track. Anyway, you get the point. It's a nice super saw. Sounds thick. I gonna save this one thick super saws, and I on purpose I use the MS-20 filter, which is the MS-20. It's one of the it's is it I think it's the only new filter from this update, but it's really cool. Sounds really thick. Sounds really fat. Uh, yeah. Don't. Ellen Winter says, "Don't forget to like the stream." He does have a point. Yeah. I started that. The channel is not so new, but I was on other channels before. Uh, oh snaps! I don't know if you hear, but there's cat war beside me, but yeah, basically since it's been 1 year, I'm really pushing this channel now. And if you don't know, it's really hard. The hardest point is to get out of it's to get above 1,000 subscribers. So I'm out like three quarters, like 75% done for that. So always it always helps just to get out of this. Once you're past 1,000 subscribers, you start to get the recycle more out of the algorithm. But once to get me help me get there, that's always good, always helps. So I made some super saws finally now. Really happy about that. Piano sequence keys lead, big lead, I guess. I'm gonna save it in side transfusion, but I don't know if it's gonna end up in the side transfusion bank. But it's so far it's like where I leave it. Super saw. So that I like that too. Now what I would want to do is just really start a new techno track. I'm gonna go new with new. I'm gonna get rid of that limiter, and I'm gonna start a techno track. I need, like I said, is this I just switched to FL Studio, so I need to final version of Banks. I will add this one, the Microtech, Psytech Micro Pack. So yeah, now are the kicks. Yes, yes. And I'm gonna make a bass in Pigments, and with the MS-20 filter. I like it so far. I like the MS-20 filter. But like we were discussing with Alien Winter, it's, I think, feels more like a dot, you know, not like a full number. Oops, sorry, not like a full number update, but still good, still good. Okay, let's get these saws going. New preset. All right, now the idea is to shape the first is, well, we need to lower that, and I'm gonna use the function to really shape the groove. I know for at first the pattern sounds odd, but don't worry about a thing, because we're with the function we're gonna shape it into something funkier. Let's see actually if I can have some kind of pitch slide. That's very psychedelic techno. I'm trying something odd because the thing, of course, there's some very basic pattern you can do in SciTech. You can do a rolling pattern, you can do a sustained pattern, but I'm really, there's some baseline that you really never forget, that really that are really captivating, and that's what I'm trying to go for right now. Recordex, I have learned to mix in serum with my Psy bass to control and do stuff with the octave and cutoff to make it special, so you can make swaggy, unique basses. Yeah, well, if you want to get a bit of the serum feeling, that the function in Pigments is definitely there for that. I don't know, but this feels like it there. Maybe it's like a placebo effect, but it's on the FL Studio 21. It feels like we have more of it. We have more control over this. Recordex, I like the kick, but if you mix it down 3dB and EQ it with a filter and a multi-band, should make it fatter and cleaner. And click here. Yeah, thanks. I usually post. I don't at this time at this moment. I don't try to work too much on it. I'm just trying to make things work in the groove. I'm just trying to make the groove work. So far, just give me a moment. I'm looking for a specific bank, specific techno bank that I like. I guess it's a one from House of Loop. Until I make my own, I'm gonna use these. Come on. House of Loop, Techno Seekers. Got it now. And I just really like the drum loops. They're easy to work with. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I just was really focused. Sorry about that. Hey, um, was although I'm Canadian, I don't. Since I'm French Canadian, I don't have these Canadian things. I don't, I was like, sorry about that. Hey, I I have another kind of accent. Let's work some synths. Or you know what? Actually, that would be a good idea, a good moment to demonstrate the new presets. Okay, so all presets, but where are they? There's some presets for there's oh yeah, okay, these are there's some new banks, new presets for the Pigments 4 release. So let's check these out. I'm sure there's some great synths for now, and also, that's a good moment to demonstrate them. Cheers, everyone. I'm drinking a Bohemian Pilsner right now. I swear it's a Bohemian Pilsner. Record X, the snare could use a regular slate digital mix or with the present snark to and drag up the mix on a compressor. Cool so far though. I like that bass drags away and come back like a or like a yo-yo. Yeah. Oh, Monsieur Oiseau. Yeah, I know Mr. Oiseau. Yeah, I like the track. Yeah. The clap. Not my favorite. I might end up changing it, but yeah, I'm probably gonna change the clap, but or rework it after. It also needs a. Usually, what I. Come on. Uh, for some reason my mouse is like too. Yeah, it's not like this. Yeah, it's too thin. I think I'm gonna go with but the way I work usually, I prefer to is it good? I prefer to just get something going that inspires me, and then I rework that kind of stuff more like later. Yeah, the presets are really good so far. This one, it sounds like a house track, with that synth. Racket, so you look at the mixer with a brick wall when you have made a track and it's done. I look at the bus like this. Well, the individual channels like this, but it's brick wall, but not so. It's not brick wall, but it's fairly steep. But I trying to maintain as much as low frequency possible, but also to clean, and I do clean a lot on buses and everything. So yeah, this one's good. There's also some kind of phrasing. There's like there's the percussion, and then there's the synth after. That works. That works well. Nice, nice, nice. Uh, yeah, Reckonex, thanks for sharing your process. That's cool. It sounds like you're up to something for sure. Um, for low cut, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I look at individual, I look at buses, and on the master, it depends. It depends, but of course, I cup just at the top. So yeah, another pigments because that's today's theme. Now I want a riff, some kind of short melody. Hey, Psyder, sleep tight. See you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bless you. LA Winter, do any presets ship with the V4 update, or are they all in the pack? They are. That's actually you for the past 15 minutes aroundish. Except so the base I created myself. Okay. But the rest I've been digging in the V4, the version 4 presets so far. I didn't know that you are making this style also. It's cool to see it also is made. Yeah, I'm making this style too. I have a techno project, and lately I'm working a lot on my techno project. Um, but so far, and also I have a release coming up in January on Dynamo Records for As Black Marvin for the Psytrance. But yeah, I'm working a lot on my. I have a lot of techno releases coming up. Also have this Lusterite. That was the first release as Solar Punk, which is my techno alias. I have also Solar Punk, Edwards Lake. I also have this. That's a recent techno release on Alpaca. So yeah, whatever. And yeah, this one is downloadable for free. I have stuff coming up on uh Shadow Wolf Records. Sorry. So yeah, I'm experimenting a lot with this style. I enjoy it a lot. It's fresh for me too. It's fresh compared to Psytrance. Psytrance, not that Psytrance is not fresh, but it's just new challenges, new ideas. You get it. Yeah, it's more techno psy tech. All it's yeah, it's like psychedelic techno. Makes the new OTT skin. I saw that there was that, but I like honestly, I was like just since it's just the skin, I was just too lazy to install it. So yeah, it looks cool. That Firestarter app is cool, but I think it ruins the mix. If I'm being honest, yeah. Aside from ruining the mix, it's good, but it's like not wow. So yeah, no. So that's just an example. That groove hi hat here, open hat, is just an example of just too much, just a slight alterations into the duration of the hi hat. It can really change the groove. To me, it feels better, much better here than here. It's just if it blends tighter with the open hat. Racket X, too much bass and reverb on the stab, bro. Let me see, bro. This one. Oh, this is not a yeah. Um, Possibly, yeah. Yeah, this. The idea with techno like this is you want to go for not that, but you want to go for some kind of psychoacoustic um hallucination. It needs to feel swampy, but in the end, it's not really. But there's a couple of stuff. So I like it how it sounds, bro. It's a matter of taste anyway. Um, it's a matter of taste. But in the end, it's like I wanna. Let me see. The thing is, I tried. There's also. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah. But well, the way I work is I try to I cut that, but also there was a time in my learning path, and I was kind of I was cutting too much and too early in in my the mixing process. So the idea, especially for it's a bit different from psytrance. There's still some frequencies you want to cut, but you want to retain as much as possible, but to create like an hallucination of everything being swampy and muddy, but in the end it's not. But you really, that's why in the end, in later stages with bus and bus processing and stuff, I will end up really cutting a lot. So at the end there really shouldn't be but it needs to feel muddy, but in the end it won't be, trust me. You can play like push and pull with reverb and automated. Yeah, yes, I could. um I there's I would tend to do that maybe with some like atmospheres, and yes, actually I like to automate stuff. There's also the things like whenever I produce and I'm in the flow, I try to like EQ as much on the fly, but not to overthink it, because I want to continue to be able to get get some ideas out, you know. Gonna first, before laying down an arpeggiator, let's see if I can like just lay down some kind of background arp that can just like roll with the track. But before that, it requires just a beer. It's the sip of the beer. So yeah, so far I'm really happy with this. It's not a crazy update, but it's always fun. So I appreciate that from from the guys at Artuya. I think you should have like a cool little Atmo wind sound somewhere. Um, hmm. Yeah, maybe. You know what I really like to do, but I also try to not exactly like do. I try to really showcase pigments also, but I when I try to when I want to lay down some atmospheres, I think that many things require a sip of the beer before happening. Indeed, yes, that's how that's how great things comes to life. Um, what I let's say this was not a stream where I want to showcase pigments, but usually I would try to my I like to make my atmospheres like this. So that's like a part from a bit from a loop from the pack sludge fractal sounds. Um, Again, using my stuff a lot, showcasing my stuff a lot, but like I said, I'm like the opposite of a drug dealer. The drug dealer doesn't use his stuff, but I use my presets because it's in the end, when you really boil it down, I like my presets and samples because it sounds I like and I use, so that's why I make them. But most of the time, when let's say I want to do some atmospheres, I do something like this. I have some kind of memory blank, and also I bought a reverb. What's the reverb from Plugin Alliance? I bought it. Never used it, but I what's like I really have like a blank, like I forgot. Just like a peak on echo somewhere in the beat. Uh, Hey Rob, I've known plenty of drug dealers that use drugs. Okay, then my example is not good. Yeah, that's true. Depends which ones, I guess. Yeah, you're right, man. That's a bad example. But I'm talking like, let's say, okay, but Walter Wright. Yeah, Tails. That's it, Tails. Uh, yeah, Walter White doesn't use this stuff. Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, so Tails, but it's Tails. Unfiltered. Thank you. Like you're literally. Yes. Okay, I got it. But snaps. Give me 2 seconds. That is between me and myself. Detached. But I really like there's a plugin I use lately for like come on. Stop showing all my stuff. Um okay. But yeah, there's a plugin I use lately that is very useful. Okay, I guess I I'll just abandon it. It's not well. Epic Plate works, but I had like a really good go to for atmospheres. But I guess that will work too. Do you use Brandworks BX limiter? I don't. I don't. But I have it. I think I own it actually. I own. I'm so easy to sidetrack. Like we could literally just do a stream where I don't. Yeah, I own it because, but it's limiter per saturator. But whenever I BX room or tantra, whenever I want to get loudness in my mixing and mastering process, I use clippers because they're the best. Yeah, black hole, I own it, but I had some bugs, so I stopped using it. My favorite clipper is Diamond Lift 3. And to be very precise, the mode with this algorithm is my favorite. Um, what do producers use span for? It's a spectrum analyzer. And also, I sometimes my second favorite, yeah, K Clip is good, but um, I feel I can get some cleaner result with Lift 3. And also, there's another one I enjoy a lot, and it's like not really known, and it's Clipped Max. It's a multi-band clipper too. It's very ugly, but it's so damn good. And most of the time, sometimes I'm just gonna whenever I have having a hard time, I can use these two. But Lift 3 is amazing. Acoustica Audio, like I said, they just released a new clipper. Might stream about it tomorrow. I don't know, or maybe I won't. I don't know. At some point, I have to do other stuff than streaming, like finish my Spire preset bank. But yeah, these are my favorite clippers. K Clip, it's like I feel it tends to saturate on a much more faster than, or like oversaturate too much too easily for me. That's just my opinion. And the funny thing is, like, it's K Clip is from Kazrock, but I'm a big fan of Kazrock. I use True Iron and True Dynamics, but K Clip is good, but I prefer definitely the other ones. I use Sir Audio Clipper. I don't know this one, but sounds good. Looks like it's good. Why do you have isotope maximizer on the master? That's a good question. I like to have these on the master whenever I produce for multiple reasons. First, it's nice to have a maximizer. It enhances the sound. But sometimes also, if you push the sound a bit, it's possible that it will make some resonant spots in the track. It's gonna make them go forward, and it's gonna be easier to mix because it's gonna, like, the applying pressure on the master is gonna make these shine, and you can hopefully, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I can also do that a lot during mixing and mastering. That's one of but that's a long subject. And that's a very, like, unorthodox. That's not like not everyone does that, but I do it, and gives me great results. Also helps just having a consolidated feeling. It's not working that much right now, but I like to have it there. Let's go back to our. I think we're we're sidetrack a bit of the goal of the stream. But speaking of, like, atmospheres, that's usually I proceed on my tracks. Okay, so now I think it's time to go back into Pigments, the Pigments territory. Is it? Yeah, let's make an art. Hey, Yovan, thanks for tuning in. Have some good rest. I'll talk soon. I saw you wrote some message. Obviously, I cannot answer like right away, but talk soon. Right, everyone. Uh, that's I think that's it for today. That was a nice stream. Been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes ish now. So I'm super happy. I have like a good core for a track. So word of the end. I'd say this is a nice update. Not nothing too crazy, but at the same time, there at the same time the thing is there's some synths that I own, and like for example, I really enjoyed DS Torn, but this is not a synth that gets updated or whatever. So Pigments, I really enjoyed the fact that there's stuff being added and added by Arturia, so I'm really grateful for that. It's an amazing synth, so it's a cool new update. If you own Pigments, don't forget to check out. There's some really cool presets for Pigments on the Fractal Sounds website. Stay tuned. Also, probably, there sometimes there's a end of the year sale, so stay tuned for that. And but they are here. There's vapor voices for Pigments, shamanic voices, and psytrance fusion. So far, with a new update like this, it's really motivating to work on more presets for Pigments. This is far from the, there's going to be more banks. Also check out that if you need some help on production, if you need some some mentoring, check out my community of students. You can reach on Instagram and we can discuss on how we can help you make things better. Good stream and stuff. Thanks as always. Thank you for tuning in, Recordex. I'm really glad that you didn't miss this one. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna see you soon. Have some fun. Cheers.